Okay, this is late in the day, but I'm gonna do my update now. Um, let's see. Last week was busier than I expected to be. There were some canceled meetings, some moved up, things got done. Started this weekend feeling like I was caught up, and I was like, "Cool, I'm getting where I need to be." I finally organized the photos through Amazon Photos. Um, I did a lot. I got a lot done. Was feeling good. I got to the gym and I was like, "Let me review the Body Combat." New Body Combat. I said I was going to do it. It came out last week. Let me do it this weekend. And I didn't really feel the first three tracks, but I got to 4, 5, and 6, and I was like, let me do these. They're usually legs. 5 is usually push ups, but I do squats and whatnot. So I was like, let me do these. So I went and I practiced, and I was like, I feel good. Yeah. So, goal was to practice 20 minutes every day. Weekend was good. Weekend went well. I still didn't get as much as I wanted to do done. I meal prepped a lot yesterday. I finally made my vegan ranch and my buffalo sauce, and they both came out fantastic. And they have protein to them and great macros. I made meatloaf cups. They are so good. Um, some pasta. I had made clam chowder a couple weeks ago, but it's oyster mushrooms, blue oyster mushrooms instead of clams, and it tastes so much like clam chowder. I used soy milk and tofu to make the sauce, and it came out fantastic. A little bit of seaweed, and yeah, it's awesome. And so I'm using the Thrilling bacon. It is the most like bacon I've ever had. I loved bacon, loved it. The fact that I can think of it being, mind you, when they slaughter animals, they are maybe 2 years old. Like, there is no adult animal that gets slaughtered. If you have a farm and you let your animal live until it dies, sure. Slaughters, no. If you got anything from the store, if you got anything from a butcher, it's a baby. We'll say adolescent because 7 years to every animal, so it's like 14. Can you imagine your 14-year-old being slaughtered? Like, yeah, why are we picking, right? So anyway, this is made out of soy. It is dead on like bacon. Granted, I haven't eaten bacon. It's one of the first things I gave up because I realized that I'm O type. I did the O type diet. I realized that it really did make me tired and it hindered my weight loss. And so I give it up. I went to turkey bacon. If you can go to turkey bacon, go to these other things. Yeah, it's very, yeah, that's similar. Might as well go to soy, right? So, um, this is better than turkey bacon. Like, it is so much like bacon. I was so excited. So, adding that in, it gives it high protein. I actually put it over pasta, so I get even more protein. So, Kaizen gives it, try not to go over 40 grams because then you're not replacing the muscle and whatnot. You're just wasting away protein. It's kind of like you take vitamins that you don't need, then you pee them out. Vitamin C, same thing. This is why your urine will end up being bright yellow. It's because you're taking too much and your body has to detox it. So anyway, I have these great meals. I'll have to make more for next week. I made a scramble, tofu scramble, high protein, of course. I'll add veggies to that for the morning time. I will make more muffins next week. Right now, I have Macro Mike had a banana mix, so I made banana bread out of it with some Chobani protein powder, so it gave it extra. Fantastic. I have some other ideas that I'll do next week. But yeah, I feel more caught up. Well, this morning, I got a call. One, I had to go drop something off for somebody that was supposed to go pick it up. And then I get a message that they can't pick it up. They'll have to figure something out. And I'm like, cool, they'll have to figure something out. I know where you live. It's far away. I got to get back home. I got to walk the dog. Like, I tried to do all this before our meetings. I knew I was going to have to cancel the 8 a.m. because that wasn't going to happen. And so then they're like, well, can you bring it to me? I got this, this, and this, and I need this from where you dropped it. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I realized that I wasn't comfortable with this person taking these. And the more I hear from other people, really got it. Like, I'm being told that they're going to clean their stuff up. I did this with drinking. Like, I would drink too much and I'm like, let me just get a bottle to get through this, and benders and whatnot. And then I would continue doing it. I kept saying, I'm going to get off it. I'm going to get off it. And then I go right back to it. So I'm hoping that they get the help that they need because I cannot help them going forward One, morally, like I cannot take on that pain. And this is something that I realized from last year. I was trying to help somebody that wasn't helping themselves. Like I was the crutch. I was taking on what they should have been doing for themselves. I want to help people and I want to do what I can so that they can get better. I did the same thing with my dad. I paid 12 working in the same deli that he worked in so that he could get extra money for drugs, for liquor, for whatever. It's just, yeah. So I've done this my whole life. I have enabled, thinking that I'm helping somebody and that they'll get their shit together and make it better for themselves. And they don't. And I have to be cognizant and stop doing that. I can give them guidance. I can tell them I'll be there for them. If that's not enough, then they have to figure it out for themselves. I don't know what else to do. And it sucks because the position I'm in, it is a sticky situation. So anyway, I have realized that I helped them. I got completely thrown off. Like I didn't get my steps. I was cutting my workout short so I could practice combat. Didn't get to do that. Had a 2.5 hour drive round trip. It's not like I can do anything in that drive, but waste gas and put stress on my car. So all in all, it's done. I can't do anything about that going forward. I am not going to put myself in that position. So that is done. That was my Monday. That frustrated me. Today is Monday? I didn't even say it. Monday the 15th. And yeah, I feel good. I did ChatGPT for my last couple scans and I've gained 1.5 pounds of muscle in 3 weeks and lost weight. So really good. My coach wants me to lose more weight a little bit faster. I think she might be pushing it, but that's fine. I have to practice combat. So I'm just adding in more cardio by doing that. I practice on my lunch. I feel good about it. I like it. I'm just going to practice a little bit every day, 15-20 minutes. I don't want to do too much. I can do extra steps on the elliptical. I can get extra steps, take a chance out, all that. But I don't want to push it. And so I know that my stomach's kind of been, it's like the day that my period ended. I started last week. So my stomach is kind of in knots, but all of this is putting it in knots. I was very frustrated when I got home because I didn't get the workout I wanted, because I did something that I knew I didn't want to do, and everything put me behind. It gave me anxiety. And so I just need to be aware of that. I cannot do that. I need to stop. I need to take a nap. I need to practice combat. I need to stay on my shit. And my phone is now going on DND. I am not responding if it is not work related, if it's not something that is like, there are certain people you can put on DND and then prioritize people. If it's not that, it's not happening. If we can't do what we're supposed to do at that time, cool. It's probably not going to happen. I'm going to sleep when I need to go to sleep. I'm doing the work that I need to do for myself, for my job, for my dog, for us. That is the game plan. I am focused on me. If others don't fit into it, that's okay. That's perfectly okay. There's seasons. Sometimes people fit into it, some people don't. You have to find what works for you, and I am doing that. So I'm working with it. I'm probably going to add some aloe to my drink so I can go to the bathroom. I went this morning, but I think that's why my stomach's in knots, or part of it. The more that you get tensed up, the more you internalize, the more it builds up. So going to make that happen. And yeah, that was the most of like the chaos. But things are going well. I'm happy that it said that I was gaining muscle and losing weight. Outside of that, again, I'm reflecting on what I had my boob job a year ago. I did a short on that. I look at the person that is using what they're using, for pain. I think they look at, well, you had surgery and you got right back to what you're doing. One, we had totally different surgeries. Two, I haven't had a pill, alcohol, anything in my system besides anesthesia in over 3 years. Like, I did gummies right after the surgery for a few days just so I could sleep at night because I was uncomfortable. But painkillers, the only thing I'll take is Curamine. It is a natural pain reliever. I don't take painkillers. I don't take anything that isn't natural because it does tear down your body. It does take away from what your body needs to heal itself. So with all of that given, my body responded after my surgery right away. Looking yesterday was the first day back at the gym, and I went to sit in the chairs, but I ended up going on the treadmill. The next day, which would be a year ago today, I was back in the gym. I'll have to look at stories, but I was back in the gym doing legs, back in the gym doing small workouts. I would do some of the things I'm certified for, a little bit of cardio, get the heart rate up, but nothing to jiggle. Again, it was a boob job, so nothing to jiggle. And if I put my hands to here, I felt the pain. I could actually lift this way. I couldn't go like stretch over. There are certain things because the incisions, they would pull. So I had to be very careful with what I was feeling. You go slow in every movement. Even doing squats, it pushes into them. So certain things felt great. Like you can feel in your pec muscles when you're doing hack squat. You can feel how you're going down and going up. It uses your pec muscle. So I learned this when I pulled my back, where I was sitting in the car and I'd turn right and I was like, oh, that just took me out. Like I was riding, we called them cholos back in the day. Yeah, we would ride like this, right? And so you ride where you're sitting back. You're like sitting back because your back hurts, and then you have to turn. You got to engage the core muscle so that you don't feel that pain in your back. And that is exactly what I had to do. It was so eye-opening how everything ties together. Anytime you injure yourself, like realize how much it all ties together and why we have to stretch our upper body to keep from our glutes from hurting and our glutes to keep from our upper body. And like, the science, body science is incredible. So yeah, anyway, I feel pretty good. My body, I've been doing Epsom salt baths. I had to do that when I got home. That's another thing. I'm like, I need enough time to put myself in an Epsom salt bath. And so, since part of this was work related, I took that away from work time, but did 15 minutes in the Epsom salt bath and let my body relax because it needs to relax. The muscles need to relax, all that. So, I did get some combat practice in, some training. That was great. I will go back to the gym this afternoon and do a little more for the upper body and then sit in the massage chairs. I hope that'll help me go to sleep as well. Magic Mind Sleep and VitaCup Sleep. Like those two are the best. I have the Recess magnesium drinks and I like those, but I feel like they leave me a little more groggy the next day. They are fantastic and I do feel relaxed, but I don't like them as much as I like that's if I get done with everything on a Sunday and I just need to chill, that's when I can take it. But I feel like I have to drink it. It's kind of like when I used to drink. I had to do it by noon. If I didn't, yesterday at noon, I was still in the kitchen and I was like, I can't do this. And then all of a sudden feel groggy. Like that's not gonna, you don't feel drunk, but you start to feel slower. So I knew I couldn't do that. Magic Mind Sleep and VitaCup Sleep, those two, they are fantastic. They help me sleep through the night. They don't knock me out. They just help me sleep through the night. They relax the body. So I still wake up if I need to get something. If there's an emergency, I can still respond, but it definitely relaxes me enough to sleep the amount of sleep that I need to get. So yeah, I will try to tag them. If not, you have the names. Remember, Vicky, VICKY, use the code. But yeah, outside of that, I feel good. Now I feel good because I'm caught up on everything and it's already 2:00. I'm going to make myself something to eat. I know I have a meeting in a little bit. Yeah,